What if I told you the problem isn't how much water you drink, but when and how you drink it? Waking up at 2:17 a.m. with that urgent need to urinate isn't just annoying. It disrupts deep sleep, spikes stress hormones, and over time can affect heart health, blood sugar control, and even memory. Urologists call it nocturia. And the solution is not dehydration, it's intelligent hydration. Let's break down the science. Your body runs on a clock so precise that even your kidneys obey it. Deep inside your brain, the suprachiasmatic nucleus orchestrates a 24-hour rhythm that tells organs when to work and when to rest, and your kidneys listen. Research shows urine production naturally rises during the day and slows at night, guided by circadian signals and antidiuretic hormone. But when you drink most of your water late in the evening, you override that rhythm. You force a daytime process into midnight hours. The result is nocturia, waking from deep sleep because your bladder is full. Studies link fragmented sleep to higher cortisol, increased blood pressure, impaired glucose control, and even greater cardiovascular risk. One large analysis found that people who wake 2 or more times a night to urinate have significantly poorer sleep efficiency and higher fatigue the next day. And it doesn't stop there. Chronic sleep disruption has been associated with increased inflammation and cognitive decline over time. Now here's the empowering part. When you front-load your hydration, drinking the majority of your fluids before 6 or 7 p.m., you align with your kidney's natural peak filtration window. Your body processes and eliminates excess fluid while you're upright and active, not when you're trying to reach deep restorative sleep. Clinical observations show that simply shifting fluid timing earlier can reduce nighttime bathroom trips without dehydration. This isn't about drinking less water. In fact, adequate daytime hydration supports kidney filtration, stabilizes blood pressure, and improves circulation. It's about respecting biology. Sip steadily from morning through late afternoon. Make water your ally during the hours your kidneys are designed to work hardest. Then as evening approaches, taper gently. You are not depriving your body. You are syncing it. And when your hydration matches your circadian rhythm, something powerful happens. Your bladder rests. Your sleep deepens. And your body finally gets the uninterrupted night it was biologically designed to have. 3 hours. That's the small window that can decide whether you sleep through the night or stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m. Inside your body, your kidneys are filtering nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day. They are relentless, precise, and deeply influenced by timing. When you drink fluids close to bedtime, you're not just quenching thirst. You're triggering a filtration process that takes hours to complete. Urologists often recommend the 3-4 hour rule before sleep for one simple reason. Your bladder needs processing time. After you drink, fluid is absorbed into your bloodstream within minutes, but it can take several hours for the kidneys to convert that fluid into urine and for the bladder to fill to its threshold. If you lie down too soon after drinking, something else happens. Gravity shifts. Fluid stored in tissues during the day re-enters circulation. Blood volume increases. The kidneys respond by producing even more urine. That midnight urgency? It's physiology, not aging. Studies show that nocturia fragments deep, slow-wave sleep, the stage responsible for memory consolidation, hormone regulation, and cellular repair. Even one awakening can reduce REM cycles. Over time, repeated sleep interruption is associated with higher risks of hypertension, insulin resistance, and cardiovascular strain. But here's the powerful shift. When you taper fluids 3 to 4 hours before bed, you give your kidneys a head start. You allow filtration to finish before your head hits the pillow. Clinical experience shows many patients reduce nighttime awakenings simply by changing this timing, without medications. This is not dehydration, it's strategic hydration. Drink adequately through the day, then protect your night. Because the difference between broken sleep and deep restoration may be just 3 intentional hours. It looks harmless, tilting your head back and chugging a full glass of water in seconds. But inside your body, that sudden flood sets off a biochemical alarm. When you rapidly consume a large volume of water, blood volume expands quickly, stretching the chambers of the heart. In response, the heart releases atrial natriuretic peptide, a powerful hormone designed to protect you from fluid overload. Its message to the kidneys is clear: dump the excess. Urine production accelerates. Your bladder fills faster than you expect, and hours later, you're awake in the dark, wondering why. Research in renal physiology shows that rapid fluid intake increases diuresis compared to the same amount consumed slowly over time. The kidneys are highly sensitive to sudden shifts in plasma osmolality and pressure. When overwhelmed, they prioritize elimination over conservation. This isn't a flaw in your body, it's survival biology. Now consider the opposite approach. When you sip water steadily across the day, absorption is gradual. Hormonal signals like vasopressin, also known as antidiuretic hormone, remain balanced. Fluid distributes more efficiently into cells and tissues instead of rushing straight to the bladder. Circulation stabilizes. Electrolyte balance remains intact. The kidneys filter calmly, rhythmically, in sync with your circadian design. There's another hidden risk to the chug effect. In extreme cases, excessive rapid water intake can dilute sodium levels, a condition called hyponatremia, which can lead to confusion, seizures, and in rare instances, life-threatening complications. While uncommon, it reveals how powerful timing truly is. Hydration is not a race. It is a conversation between your heart, hormones, and kidneys. So instead of overwhelming your system in bursts, nourish it in waves, small, consistent sips, morning to afternoon, aligned with daylight, because sometimes the reason you wake at night isn't how much you drank, it's how fast you drank it. You think it's just an evening cup of tea or a glass of wine to unwind, but inside your body, those drinks are rewriting your night. Caffeine is not just a stimulant for your brain, it is a diuretic for your kidneys. Studies show caffeine increases renal blood flow and reduces sodium reabsorption, leading to greater urine production. It also suppresses the action of antidiuretic hormone, the very hormone designed to help you conserve fluid while you sleep. The result is simple and brutal. Your bladder fills faster and your sleep fractures. Alcohol is even more disruptive. It directly inhibits vasopressin release from the pituitary gland. Without vasopressin signaling the kidneys to retain water, urine output rises sharply. This is why even one or two drinks can trigger nighttime awakenings. Research links evening alcohol consumption with increased nocturia episodes and reduced REM sleep, the stage critical for emotional regulation and memory consolidation. But here's what most people never connect. Both caffeine and alcohol stimulate the sympathetic nervous system. They subtly raise heart rate and alter blood pressure patterns. At night, when your body should be shifting into parasympathetic repair mode, these substances keep it alert and eliminating fluid. Even healthy options can mislead you. Green tea, black tea, cola, energy drinks all contain varying amounts of caffeine. That innocent 7 p.m. cup may still be active in your bloodstream at midnight because caffeine's half-life can range from 5 to 7 hours, sometimes longer. This doesn't mean deprivation, it means timing. Shift caffeine to the morning. Limit alcohol, especially within 4 hours of bed. Protect the hormonal signals that guard your sleep. Because sometimes the reason you wake at 2 a.m. isn't your bladder aging. It's chemistry you drank after sunset. You can drink 8 glasses of water a day and still be poorly hydrated at the cellular level. Because hydration is not just about water, it's about minerals. Inside every cell, sodium and potassium create an electrical gradient that controls fluid movement. Magnesium stabilizes that system. Without these electrolytes, water cannot be properly retained where it belongs. Instead, it moves quickly through the bloodstream and into the bladder. Research in physiology shows that balanced electrolytes help regulate osmotic pressure, allowing cells to absorb and hold fluid more efficiently. When electrolyte intake is inadequate, especially in people who eat highly processed, low-mineral diets, the kidneys may excrete more water to maintain balance. That can translate into more frequent urination, including at night. Potassium-rich foods like leafy greens, avocados, and beans support intracellular hydration. Magnesium, found in seeds, nuts, and whole foods, plays a role in muscle relaxation. including the smooth muscle of the bladder. Some studies suggest magnesium may even reduce bladder overactivity in certain individuals. There's another layer. Electrolytes influence blood pressure regulation. Imbalanced sodium to potassium ratios are associated with fluid shifts and vascular strain. When your body senses instability, it compensates, often by adjusting urine output. This doesn't mean adding excess salt to your water. It means nourishing your body with mineral-rich, whole foods during the day so water distributes evenly across tissues instead of overwhelming your bladder at night. True hydration is cellular. It's biochemical, it's strategic. When your electrolytes are balanced, your cells hold on to what they need. Your kidneys filter with precision. Your bladder stays calmer after dark. And the difference between waking up exhausted and sleeping through the night might not be the water you drink. It might be the minerals you forgot. All day long, gravity is quietly working against you. If you sit for hours or stand without moving, fluid begins to pool in your lower legs. It's subtle. You don't feel it happening. But by evening, a measurable volume of fluid can be trapped in your tissues. This is called dependent edema, and research shows it becomes more common with age, prolonged sitting, excess weight, and even mild venous insufficiency. Now here's where the night changes everything. The moment you lie down, gravity disappears. That pooled fluid returns to your bloodstream. Blood volume increases. Your kidneys detect the shift and respond exactly as they are designed to do. They filter the excess. Urine production rises while you're asleep, and suddenly you're awake at 1:43 a.m., blaming your bladder. Studies in urology and sleep medicine show that fluid redistribution from the legs to the central circulation is a major contributor to nocturnal urine production. In some patients, this single mechanism explains repeated nighttime awakenings. But there is a simple, powerful intervention. Elevate your legs for 20 to 30 minutes in the evening, above heart level if possible. This allows the fluid to re-enter circulation before bedtime while you're still awake. Your kidneys process it earlier. Your bladder empties before sleep. Compression socks during the day may also reduce fluid pooling in certain individuals, according to vascular research. Light movement in the evening, even a short walk, activates calf muscles that pump fluid back toward the heart. This is not about drinking less. It's about managing where fluid sits in your body, because sometimes the reason you wake at night isn't what you drank. It's what gravity stored in your legs all day long.